So we have preparation of financial statements of not-for-profit organization. So what is not-for-profit organization? Not-for-profit organization is nothing but organization. Yes, organizations which are not working for profit. They are working for social cause. Say they are working for they can be schools, they can be hospitals, they can be colleges, universities. So their main intention is not to earn profit, but whatever income they are earning, that income they are utilizing for their own objective. That is uh, that is NPO, that is not for profit organization. Some of the organizations or institutions are constituted to provide valuable services to the society and not with the primary objective of earning profit. So, some of the organizations or institutions are constituted. Some of the organizations or institutions are constituted to provide valuable services. Okay, valuable services to the society and not with the primary objective of earning profit. Correct. Now, there are many organizations which are working to provide services to the society. Their intention is not to earn profit. There are many organizations. Okay. Non-profit organizations, organizations which are primarily formed with the objective of offering some specific services to the society and not with the profit motive only, are referred to as not-profit organizations. There are organizations which are working only with the service objective. I want to serve society, I want to serve people. My intention is not to earn profit. They are referred to as non-profit organization. Little important for objective. Such organizations include educational institutions, public medical organizations, social clubs, charitable trusts, trade unions, cultural clubs like Rotary or Lions Club, religious institutions, etc. Their main objective is to operate for adding value to different sections of the society. Their main objective is to operate for adding value to different sections of the society. So we have non-profit organizations. Features of non-profit organizations. The salient features of such non-trading entities are: this organization is governed by elected body or trustee board. Its operation is not driven by any profit motive, unlike trading concern. Main purpose of the organization is to provide social service. So what we did, we went for features. You can get MCQs. They'll give you three features or two features, two correct features, two incorrect features. They'll give you any one feature. They'll give you three features, none of the above, all of the above. So there can be anything, but chances of asking features in form of MCQs, in form of objectives, is very high. They can even give you direct question, write answer on features of not-for-profit organization. Salient features of such non-trading entities are: this organization is governed by elected body or trustee board. Okay, they are governed by some elected body or trustee. Okay, its operation is not driven by any profit motive, unlike trading concerns. Its operation is not driven by any profit motive or like any trading concerns. Main purpose of organization is to provide social service. What is the main purpose of organization? Main purpose of organization is to provide social service. They want to provide social service. Main source of their income comes from donation and membership subscription. Main source of their income comes from where? It comes from donation. It comes from membership subscription. You'll see in your sums, in your numerical problems, in almost all numerical problems, you'll have word donation income, you'll have subscription income. Subscription is very important topic here. You'll have to go for calculations. So membership subscription and donation, that is their main source of income. The funds are utilized maximum for the benefit of society. Membership process for this concern is non-transferable. The methods of accounting that is followed here is entity concept. Okay. So we are done with features. Now we have items of income and expenses of non-profit organization. So what all are the items which are covered under income, and what all are the items which are covered under expenses for a non-trading organization, non-profit organization? These organizations get their funds in the form of contributions by way of entrance fees, life membership fees, annual subscription. So they are what? They are nothing but correct, that is the income, contribution, donations, grants, legacies, etc. The accounting of such organizations is based on similar principles followed by other organizations. Accounting of such organization is based on similar principles followed by other organizations. Given the nature of these institutions, there are certain items of revenue and expenses that need special understanding so that accounting treatment could be correctly decided. So we have organizations. The organizations get funds from where? Donations, grants, legacies, subscription, life membership fees, entry fees. So that is your income part. Accounting of such organization is based on similar principles followed by other organizations. Given the nature of these institutions, there are certain items of revenue and expenses that need special understanding so that accounting treatment could be correctly decided. There are certain items of income and expenditure which are unique for non-trading entities. They could be listed as follows. We have donations, entry fees, subscription, grants received. Again, the above part they have tabulated expenditures such as upkeep of ground equipment, maintenance of grounds, tournament expenses, prizes, events. So this can be covered under expenditure. Okay, let us come down. Accounting treatment of some of these items of inflows are as follows. There can be entrance fees, there can be donations, there can be legacies, endowments, life membership fees, subscription. So what is entrance fees? These are received at the time of admission of a new member and thus are one-time fees. They are non-recurring in nature. It could be either capitalized as they are non-recurring or taken as revenue as per the rules of institution. So we have entrance fees. So what is entrance fees? Entrance fees are nothing but received at the time of admission of a new member. They are one-time fees. Okay, they are one-time fees and they are non-recurring nature. Again and again I'll not get entrance fees. Once a new member is admitted, once I'll get that. It could be either capitalized. So what is the accounting treatment of entrance fees? Very, very important from numerical point of view. Entrance fees can be capitalized as they are non-recurring or taken as revenue as per the rules of institution. Revenue, if you are taking, take it to the income and expenditure account. So here instead of P&L account, we will draw income and expenditure account and balance sheet. We'll draw two balance sheet will be there and income and expenditure. Instead of P&L, we have income and expenditure. So it could be capitalized. Entrance fees could be capitalized. Yes. Receipts and payments are nothing but they are opening balance sheet. They are the opening balance sheet. Receipts and payment, income and expenditure is part of non-profit organization. Since we are not recording profit, so we cannot go for P&L. It could be either capitalized as they are non-recurring or taken as revenue as per the rules of institution. There is a view that addition of member is an ongoing activity and thus every year institute will get entrance fees. Yes, there is another view that adding a new member is an ongoing activity. Every year organization will add new member. So it should be taken to income and expenditure, should be treated as revenue receipt. Donations, they could be used for meeting capital or revenue expenses. If donations are received for a special purpose, the amount is credited to a fund from which the amounts are disbursed. The fund may be invested in specified securities. Income from such investment is credited to fund account only. Small donation amounts which are not earmarked for any specific purpose may be treated as revenue receipts. So we have donations. They could be used for meeting capital or revenue expenses. Correct? We have donations. This donations amount can be used for meeting capital expenses or revenue expenses. If donations are received for a special purpose, say I am donating only for COVID affected patients, I am donating only for oxygen cylinders, I am donating only for ICU patients. They are special funds. So if they are special funds, they should be treated separately. But if I'm donating generally, please take 10,000 rupees. You can use anywhere you want. It's a general donation. Then you'll have a separate treatment. So general donation and special donation. They could be used for meeting capital or revenue expenses. If donations are received for a special purpose, the amount is credited to fund from which the amounts are disbursed. The funds may be invested in specified securities. Income from such investment is credited to funds account only. Small donation amount which are not earmarked for any specific purpose may be treated as revenue receipts. Then we have legacy. Many times trusts are formed in the memory of certain persons of their will. In such case, after the demise of the person, the funds pass on to the institution. Such legacies are of course a one time and therefore should be taken to capital fund account. So legacies are nothing but many times trusts are formed in the memory of some certain persons by their will. I'll note down in my will that after me, please use my money to prepare, to construct any orphanage or any institute, okay, any organization. So many times trusts are formed in the memory of certain person by their will. In such cases, after the demise of the person, the fund pass on to the institution. And such legacies are of course one time, obviously one time the institution such type of income comes, it will not come again and again, one time, and therefore should be taken to capital fund account, should be taken to balance sheet. Then we have endowments. Sometimes donations are also in the form of endowments to be used as per instructions of the donor. These are to be treated as capital receipts. Life membership fees, these could be taken as capital receipts, and every year a charge is debited based on some logic. In other words, when received, it could be treated as deferred receipt in the balance sheet, and every year a specific amount is credited to income and expenditure account. So that is life membership fees. So endowments, sometimes donations are also in the form of endowments. Okay, and endowments are nothing but they are capital receipts, usually received one time in a year. So they are added to our balance sheet. They are taken to balance sheet. Yes, and life membership fees also received one time in a year. So this could be taken as capital receipt, and every year a charge is debited based on some logic. In other words, when received, it could be treated as deferred receipt. Okay, and we will show it in the balance sheet, and later on we will take it to income and expenditure account when the exact period comes. Okay, suppose life membership fees I'll pay for 10 years, 12 years. Okay, together I'll pay a lump sum amount, and from that it's like a prepaid, slowly little amount. As the period comes, I'll take it to my normal accounts. So please, I'll take a pause, you give a read, then we'll go for subscription. Subscriptions, these are annual receipts, therefore taken as revenue receipts. Subscriptions are annual receipts, every day you will receive. These must be recognized as revenue on annual accrual concept. So these must be recognized on as revenue on accrual concept. Every year you will receive. Acha, 1000 rupees is outstanding from last year, please bring it. I received in the month of April. Up to March I had not received, I got in the month of April, converted into income this year. Okay, so whatever it is, I've received in advance, it was liability last year, this year it is my income, convert that. So all these things we will be seeing in subscription. Subscription has a very good amount of calculation, it is important. You can even have one entire sum for subscription. They'll give you 2 marks, 4 marks, 6 marks question only for subscription. They can even give you big answers, subscription in your long sums, long numerical problems. They can form anything related to subscription, but without subscription you cannot have your NPO sums, okay, non-profit sums. Financial statements of the organizations. So what are financial statements of NPO? Receipts and payment, income and expenditure, balance sheet. Now if I take preparation of receipts and payment account, you will have, this is a summarized form of cash book of non-profit organization. Entries are made on cash basis and items pertaining to previous year or current year or subsequent years are also recorded. So it's a cash book, previous year, current year. So here, unlike our normal profit account, we don't have your what to say, transactions. We have your say receipts and payment will have all the transactions together, related to your past period, related to your current period, and related to your subsequent years. Subsequent years means in future transactions, one or two future items can also be there here. It is a memorandum account in which receipts are shown on left side and payments are shown on the right side. Capital as well as revenue items are entered in the receipts and payment account. This account is real account in nature. No provisions are recorded in this account. The account begins with operating balance of cash and bank and ends with closing balance of cash and bank. Okay, so we have a pro forma for it. Features of receipts and payment account. It is an account which contains all cash and bank transactions made by a non-profit organization during a particular financial period. It is a memorandum account. It is real account by nature. It starts with opening balance of cash and bank. It is a summary of cash book. Summary of all cash receipts, both capital and revenue during the period, are debited to it. So it is what it is, account which contains all cash and bank transactions made by a non-profit organization module organization during a particular financial period. Okay, it's a cash book. Then it's a memorandum account, real account by nature. So features of receipts and payment, it's a cash book, memorandum account, receipts and payment account by nature. It starts with opening balance of cash and closes with closing balance of cash. Summary of cash book, summary of all cash receipts, both capital and revenue during the period, are debited to it. All cash payments, both capital and revenue during the period, are credited to this account. While recording cash and bank transactions, all entries are made on cash basis. I hope you are comfortable till here.